Hello, fellow traders. Nutty Bar Trading coming to you on a Thursday late night. Oh, man. I've been, I think this is my sixth time trying to record this video. I tried recording this video at 7 o'clock tonight, and I've done many takes. And I need to power through this. This was one of the hardest videos to make here. But as you can see in the thumbnail, things did not go well today. We had a complete mental breakdown and just went completely off the rails, went completely on tilt, and some of it is a blur. Some of it doesn't quite feel even real yet. Feel like I'm in this sounds maybe a little bit too dramatic, but it feels like I'm in shock. But it happened. I know it happened, and I have to accept it. And one thing that when starting this channel, it has always been really important to me, is being fully transparent. So yeah, that's I forced myself to make this video and not to hide. I need to face the music, so to speak, and this is part of my accountability program. And when I mess up, I need to own it. And that's what I'm trying to do here. It's so disappointing though. It's just, I'm so frustrated and so disappointed in myself. I feel like the last 4 months of work, the last 4 months have just all evaporated in one day. I know that's not the case, but right now it feels like it. But yeah, let me just, I've gone over kind of different ways of how I want to explain what happened today. And I think the best way is I'm just going to walk through my day, kind of how it went. And at the end, I want to show my accounts, what's left of them, and just, yeah, full transparency. Oh man, it's ugly. And then kind of also want to just talk a little bit at the end, kind of what the plan is going forward, and just kind of talk through that as well. Also, I'm sure you're aware, I wasn't even aware of this, but I happened to get a notification from another YouTuber, and Apex is running a 90% sale. So I guess that's a little bit of good news. So anyway, I thought I'd make sure everyone knows Apex is running the 90% sale right now. If you use the code NUTTY80, of course, that will get you a 90% discount as well. But anyway, that's not why I'm making this video. Okay, let's just start where it started. So this morning, didn't do streaming because I had errands to run, work-related stuff, which is fine. And I think a little bit of it was also, so in doing those errands, I realized I was frustrated. I kind of had a very frustrating morning. Things weren't done how they were supposed to be done, and etc. I don't want to get into that, but basically it pretty much messed up my whole day and made it so where I knew I would be having to be in and out of the office and running to and fro a lot today. So that kind of put me in the wrong mindset, and I probably should have realized that in the beginning and just not even attempting to trade. But I get back to the office, and for some reason, I had this brilliant idea that, why not trade the 5 accounts with the lowest balance, go higher risk on those 5 accounts, and, bring that balance up to that 50,000. That was kind of what I'm aiming for, is bring the balance up to 50,000. Or, my theory was if it doesn't go well, I can always, we have these 5 evaluation accounts that are passed where we basically can replace them with those 5. And it just, in theory, it was like, oh yeah, that's not, in theory though, that was a bad idea as well. And I would decide, you know what, I'm not going to stream because I'm only going to be trading and be available for like an hour. And then I have to leave again. So I didn't stream, which was my first mistake. But then I enter a trade, had a really nice setup. I liked the entry, took it. I was actually really patient with my entry. Unlike some other times, I was really patient with my entry, got my entry, and the trade went immediately in my direction. It was like picture perfect almost. And I was up over $400 per account. So I was up over $2,000 total. And I was contemplating, okay, do I want to take profit? It's kind of considering it, kind of going through my mind, okay, do I just take profit here and get out? And almost before I could finish the thought, we just dropped like a rock. I mean, it was like 10 points. Maybe it wasn't quite that much, but it seemed like it, like 5 to 7 points in just like a second. And I panicked. I completely just, something in my mind just went, I slipped a couple gears, okay? And that really frustrated me, being up and thinking about taking profit, and then just like that, all of a sudden I was down 300 per account. And then I did something I haven't done in a long time. And I just canceled my stop loss, just took it off. And, I completely forgot everything I knew about trading, everything I knew not to do. And I just hoped. I was just paralyzed almost, didn't move, and just watched this thing continue to tank. And yeah, in a matter of less than a minute, boom, those 5 accounts gone. And I think it was just the process of being up and like thinking about taking that profit and not taking it, and just like that being down, like it just felt so unfair, and it just put me over the edge and put me on tilt, completely put me on tilt. And I just did some really, really dumb things. And that's where it started. Unfortunately, that is not where it ended. Oh, I think back now and I just think, why did I not just stop right there, walk away? Oh, it's so frustrating. But I didn't. I did not. I was consumed with getting accounts to over that $50,000 threshold. Consumed by it. It was that and the frustration and the tilt. And I took the next 3 lowest accounts and hooked those 3 together. Long story short, boom, those accounts gone. And in that trade, I did things that I haven't done in a long time. Trading without a stop loss, adding to my losers, just terrible risk management. Not even, not following a strategy, no risk management. Just, it was so elementary and so, I guess, it's just so frustrating, especially thinking back and almost living it out again. But then I switched to 1 account at a time, and I did get a couple accounts up above that 50,000 threshold. Then I moved on to the next one, and it didn't stop. It literally did not stop until after the market closed, and then the market opened again. Also, a little bit of a note. So this evening at 4:00, there was some significant earnings. I didn't know. That's my own fault. But I lost 2 accounts. Very unfortunate. Just, the volatility at 4 o'clock when that earnings came out just took 2 accounts gone. And I actually, after the market opened again at 6 o'clock, I lost another account. It was complete carnage. It was just complete and utter destruction. And there's just no other way to put it. I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you my screen here. So let me actually open Rhythmic. So this is Rhythmic, and this is what it looks like now. Finally, around 7 o'clock, I stopped, and basically stopped because all my accounts that were still existing are above the $50,000 threshold. Obviously, these 5 accounts are the accounts that are past, and we'll get those activated here in the next couple of days, whatever. Those are not even that important. But we're basically left with, if we count them, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're basically left with 14 accounts, and thankfully they're all above the $50,000 threshold. But through that carnage, we lost 11 accounts today. If my math is right, and I can count, I think I counted right. We lost 11 accounts today by me. And again, this is me. I need to take responsibility here. It was 100% me, and I lost control of myself completely went off the rails, doing things I know not to do, yet I did it anyway. And that's what's so frustrating and just so disappointed. I thought, that's one thing I've come to realize with trading. Once you think you don't have any struggle in one area of trading, and you kind of relax and think, oh, I'll never do that again. And I've even talked about it on stream about going through that painful process of learning not to add to my losers, and how I really, how I kind of overcame that almost. And today that reared its ugly head again. And that's what's so disappointing. But you know what? Obviously I need to learn from this. We can let this tear me down, or I can sift through and learn from it and move on. I obviously need to learn from this, but I don't want to just have this constantly be the only thing that I am thinking about. We need to learn from it and move on and have a plan going forward. That's right now. I'm not really fully in that mindset yet. I'm kind of still, I'm still in the, how would you say? I don't want to over dramatize this either, but it is devastating. As hard as I worked getting the accounts and just everything, and then just in one day, boom, doing this in one day, it is devastating. I'm going to be real, but it isn't over. We still have plenty of accounts. I don't need 20 accounts, obviously, and I have no plans to continue to try and get 20 accounts or anything like that. Going forward, my plan, even though this wasn't really anything related to my strategy, I wasn't following any kind of strategy or anything on this day, but I do feel like I need a reset. I feel like I need a fresh start. I want to start over. I want to have a clean slate. I feel like I need my brain needs a fresh start. After today, I think my brain, I wish I had a reset button on my brain, but I need a fresh start. So And I'm going to be changing some things with my strategy. I'm very hesitant, as most of you know, with changing strategies, but my confidence level is shot. I My confidence level is at an all-time low, and I feel like I need to. I've been testing some other strategies. I do like my. I'm trying to get strategies and looking at some strategies for entering and exiting trades regarding my support and resistance. I'm looking into that. I'm back testing it. I mean, I think I kind of have something there, but there's still some, there's more back testing and there's more just even real world live testing that needs to happen for me to really feel confident with a strategy like that. So, and again, like, I know everyone and I know a lot of you have reached out, sharing strategies or, hey, I should do this strategy. And a lot of you have, like, a lot of you do that in the right way. You're not forcing it on me. You're just sharing what has worked for you, trying to help me. And I appreciate that. I really do. And I do consider it and I do look into it. Um, and some of it I like. I have definitely picked some things up that I like. But obviously, I'm not going to do things exactly like you might, or I think it's important that we all have our own unique strategy. But I feel like I'm ready. After a day like today, I'm ready for a fresh start. I am cautious, and I want to say this cautiously because I'm recording this the day of all this happening. So I don't want to make any rash decisions on a day like today. I want to sleep on this. I want to, just kind of go through again what happened yesterday in my mind. For me, what helps me move on from something like this is I need to go through in my mind and categorize things and understand why they happened. And I need to, like, accept what happened and then also get a plan or have something where I feel confident that it won't happen again. So there's a lot of things I need to work through. What does that mean going forward as far as streaming? I'm not sure. Um, I do. I'm Again, like today. It's kind of a sign of why I stream in the first place. I stream to hold myself accountable because of days like today. If I'm streaming, today doesn't happen. Um, Now I still need to work on self discipline and walking away. Like, that is also part of it that I definitely need to work on. But going forward, I don't know. I'm not really ready to say what will happen. I do plan to stream tomorrow. What that stream will look like, I do not know. Um, I might. I don't think I'll be trading my PA, my funded accounts. I don't really think I'm going to trade those. Um, and I basically going forward, I will likely be testing strategies in a live environment. Um, and just kind of walking through it. It's not going to be, you know, I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for that, but it's okay. It's part of my learning process. And I do want to document my, testing a new strategy. I want to document it. So I'm going to stream it. If people want to watch, that's great. We have a great community. You can hang out. How I'm going to do that, I'm not quite sure. I thought about just using a sim account. But I struggle with only using a sim account just for the simple reason of it is not realistic and there is zero emotional, mental weight when trading a sim account. And I feel like those results are not I think it can be helpful when testing a strategy. But I also feel like when testing a strategy, you have to take into account the mental part of it and kind of going through trusting that setup. But so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I've thought about, I know Apex has a 90% discount on evals. I thought about just using evals just for testing purposes. I don't want to go down the road of passing evals again, and then that whole process. I really don't. I'm right now, and that just disgusts me, to be honest. So I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do. But basically my strategy moving forward is, and this isn't ironed out yet, but I'm testing basically taking trades based off of my support and resistance zones, and that in conjunction with the Apex sniper system, where I'm basically right now, I'm looking for trapped orders when we get to a support and resistance area. So if we get to a support resistance area and we have a trapped order, like that's my confirmation to enter. But like I said, that's kind of what I have been working on back testing. It has worked really well in some. Again, obviously, we're not going to have a strategy that works 100% of the time. And then I know everyone has their own recommendation. Everyone wants me to trade their strategy. Everyone wants me to trade ICT, 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 ICT. I know. I get it. I'm going to trade what I'm comfortable with trading and what makes sense to me. And I'm sorry, but ICT does not make sense to me. Or I'm not smart enough, I guess, to understand it. It is not simple enough. It is way too complicated for me to trust a system like that. So anyway, this is not a video to really talk about the next strategies anyway, but I just wanted to share that, obviously. But I think that's all I'm going to share for now. Again, it was a very, very difficult day. I don't know what to say. It is what it is, like this. It is what it is. Oh, I need to get to a point where I can laugh about today. Not that it was a joke in any sense, but if I don't laugh, I'll cry. So it was painful. Absolutely painful. And I still can't believe it happened. All you trolls out there, I'm sure you guys are jumping up and down in joy. Congratulations. And make sure you comment so I can block you. But no, for real, I know most people very supportive of the channel and very encouraging. And you are the guys I lean on. It's one of those things where the community that with this channel, I feel like it provides way more for me than what I provide for you guys, because the majority of you, like, just having that support and even just me talking about it in a video sense and getting it out of my system, so to speak, helps. Even that helps. But I really do appreciate everyone, all the subscribers, everyone that joins my live stream, everyone, you know who you are. I really do appreciate you. And this is just a hurdle. This is just a blip in the radar. A couple years from now, we'll just go back and we'll talk about the days that I blew 11 accounts. And it'll just be a part of the painful growing process. So that's it. I'm going to sign off. I do plan to go live tomorrow, and we'll just kind of figure things out as we go. But I do thank you again, and everyone have a great rest of your night, and God bless.